Basketball tournament. Two great teams are here tonight. A team that won it a year ago, the Giants of Marion. And they're playing a team that's never been in a championship game before, the veteran school Rushville. The Lions are here.
First off, the Marion Giants. Wearing number 23, Jess Allenbaugh.
Jess is 6'1" and a junior.
Number 31, Carlton Hayes.
Carlton, 6'2", junior.
Number 41, Mark Smith.
Another junior, he stands 6'4".
Wearing number 43, Raymond Myers.
Big 6'5" senior.
Number 45, Matt Dubuque.
6' sophomore, scored 64 points in the
Number
season.
53, Brad Haskell.
Brad, 6'6", junior.
And number 55, Matt Payne.
There's a senior, standing 6'5".
Now here is the starting five. At the forward positions, number 33, Jeff Bragg.
6'3", 160 pounds, and a junior.
At the other forward position, number 35, Joe Neal.
6'3", senior.
Starting at center tonight, number 51, Charles Jackson.
And they call him Tuffy. 6'1", 185 pounds, and a senior.
The backcourt combination at guard, number 21, Dave Colescott.
A Mr. Basketball candidate scored 26 points in the 49-47 victory over
At the other
Jeffersonville
guard
today.
position, number 25, James Freshwater.
5'10" junior. There they are, the starters.
And the head coach
for
of the Marion
Giants of Marion.
Bill Green.
There is Bill Green. Justin Green.
And now let's introduce the Rushville Lions.
A long and sustained cheer for the Lions.
Wearing number 10, Robert Hendricks.
5'9" senior.
Number 12, Greg Harcourt.
Greg is 6'2" and a sophomore.
Number 14, Steve Goddard.
Oh, what a job he did in relief. Led the team with 18 points today. He had a
In
whale of an
uniform number
afternoon.
22, Jim Ponsler.
5'10" junior.
Number 32, Brian Easley.
5'11" senior.
Number 50, Joe Redden.
6'3" senior.
And number 52, Bruce Koppel.
Bruce, 6'4" junior.
And here are tonight's starters. At the forward positions, number 34, Neville Cullum.
He is 6'4" and a senior.
And number 44, Myron Schaus.
6'3" senior.
At center tonight, number 40, Brad Miley.
Big 6'8". Averaging 22 points in the last 3 tournament games. 29 rebounds
At the
today.
guard positions, number 20, Rick Goins.
Another all-stater. The 6'5" senior guard. 52% shooter. Leads the
At
team
the other
in
guard
scoring.
position, number 30, Dennis Goins.
Dennis Goins, number 30. 5'10", 140
And the head
pounds.
coach of the Rushville Lions,
Freshman.
Larry Angle.
There is Larry Angle. Oh, what a popular guy
Your
he is in
officials for
Rushville
tonight's
these
game,
days.
Troy Ingram and Gene Marks.
29 rebounds this afternoon, and a come-from-behind win against East Chicago, Washington. They'll jump it again. The officials, Gene Marks and Troy Ingram. The championship game, Indiana State Jackson. Hip control by Rushville. This is Dennis Goins. Goins had a strep throat all week. He practiced 20 minutes between Saturdays, all 20 minutes at home and the driveway. The bank board up against the garage. Schaus gets it inside. Rick Goins dumps it off to Miley. Miley off the glass, won't go down. Rebound taken out of there by Joe Neal. Joe Neal clears it to James Freshwater. He'll bring it down right side. Baseline, Jeff Bragg. Bragg number 33. Freshwater is 25. Colescott 21. Freshwater and Colescott the guards. Freshwater's shot won't go down. Cleared out of there by Miley to Goins. Right side, Myron Schaus. Schaus over the head, gets it back out top of the key. Dennis Goins. Dennis Goins draws first blood in the championship game as he pumps one in from 15. It's 2-0 with 7:13 to go first period. Colescott to Freshwater. Bill Green says, I've only bragged about 2 players in my life. As Jeff Bragg connects to tie it, he says, I've only bragged about 2 players I've ever had, George McGinnis and Dave Colescott. That's not a bad tandem. 6:55 to go. We're all tied at 2. This is Miley. Gets it to Schaus to Cullum. Cullum is 34. Here's Goins. Second field goal attempt. Off no good. Miley with a rebound inside. He gets the basket, and he's fouled. He is fouled, I believe. Tuffy Jackson will pick up the personal. He does. Tuffy Jackson picks up his first personal. So Miley will have the opportunity for the three-point play on the year. Miley is the worst free throw shooter on the Rushville team, hitting only 57% from the charity stripe all year. This is Miley. Three-point play is converted. 5-2, the Lions by 3. This is Freshwater, brings it across the timeline, gives it to Colescott. Dennis Goins has him. Colescott drives through the lane, trying to pass off. He was looking for Freshwater. Freshwater went to the right. Colescott's pass went to the left. The turnover gives it back to Rushville. The Lions 5-2, 6:32 to go first period. The Market Square Arena. And I don't know, Tom, there were 17,400 this afternoon. I don't see too many empty seats tonight.
No, there sure isn't.
Baseline, Goins. He's got it. Rick Goins puts Rushville up by 5, 7-2. They went almost 3 minutes this afternoon before they were able to score against East Chicago, Washington. But they're up now by 5. This is Jeff Bragg. Bragg will work mainly along the baseline, but they had him out top of the key. Rushville in the man-to-man. We've got a whistle, turnover, and a traveling call against the Marion Giants. Their second turnover in the last 2 times down. 6:08 to go, first period, 7-2, the Lions. This is Dennis Goins, the freshman. His brother is number 20. This is Neville Cullum to Miley. Dump it off to Cullum, baseline right. Back to Miley. Top of the key. Rick Goins, Freshwater on him. Goins will fire from 15. The shot is long off the glass. Tuffy Jackson clears it. We've got a foul on Neville. Nearly taken away by Goins. Jeff Bragg. Bragg, the good move inside. Shot is just off, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Neal. Neal along the baseline. He's still working for the basket and gets it. Joe Neal gets his first 2 points, and it's 7-4. Bill Green says that Joe Neal is about 20 hours away from a real case of the flu. He had a rather upset stomach between games, but it's not really apparent. Joe's fired up. 34 is Cullum. This is Miley. The jumper is good. Miley now with 5. Rushville back on top by 5, 9-4. 5:05 to go first period. Colescott dumps it off to Bragg. Bragg working out top of the key. Complete changeover offensively for Bragg in this second game of the final of the state tournament. Colescott with a rebound inside. Loose ball. We've got a whistle. We've got a whistle on the loose ball. Let's see what's called.
A comment. Fantastic.
I'll tell you what, Tom, you know, a lot of the college coaches were here, and they say, well, we're looking at a fellow named Colescott. We're looking at this fellow. We're looking at that. Nobody mentions Brad Miley, and I suspect there will be some minds changed after this tournament is over with. This is Jeff Bragg. Cullum's on him defensively. Man-to-man for Rushville. Colescott with a great move inside the lane, but we've got a 3-second violation called against the Giants. The basket will not count.
One thing about Colescott, like either one of the Goins for Rushville, they can penetrate well, drive that lane, and either shoot, pass off, but set up beautiful plays.
Dennis Goins brings it across. They've got Miley now in the high post. He gets it off right side. Cullum looks inside to Rick Goins, taken away by Jeff Bragg, and Neville Cullum picks up personal foul number 2. Steve Goddard checking in now at the scorer's table. Goddard will come in, no doubt, replacing Neville Cullum. Cullum does go to the bench, and Goddard comes in. And all Steve Goddard did in a relief role this afternoon was get 18 points. Possibly the best shooter on the Rushville team, even though he is not a starter. Freshwater inbounds it to Colescott. Colescott has only been able to put up one shot so far in this first period. That was the shot that he drove the lane, but the lane violation nullified that. Goins blocks the shot by Freshwater. Tuffy Jackson with a good rebound basket. 9-6. Rushville by 3. 4:12 to go first period. Goins to Miley. Miley way out on the high post. Gets it baseline to Schaus inside. Goddard gets it inside to Rick Goins. And now we've got a foul going the other way. And Dave Colescott picks up his first person now for Rick Goins, 6'5", senior guard. Goins down with 3 points. 10-6. Rushville by 4. Cleared out of there by Joe Neal. He gets the outlet pass, a very short one to Bragg, and James Freshwater will see what he can get going offensively for the Marion Giants. Neal's shot cleared out of there nicely by Myron Schaus. Outlets it to Dennis Goins, my brother Rick. He's working the right side against Bragg. Off the glass, won't go down. Miley can't get the rebound. Fought for inside. Goins is tied up. No, he isn't. I thought Tuffy Jackson had a hand on the ball. He had a hand on a wrist, and he's called for the personal. So Goins will again go to the line with the 2 shots as Rick Goins goes to the line.
That makes up for some of those defeats in football by the Big Ten suffered.
You don't suppose the Big Ten publicity office will take advantage of this, do you?
I don't imagine.
Brad Miley. Miley now with 7 points as he follows up the missed free throw by Rick Goins. We've got a 13-6 game, and a whistle inside. Dennis Goins will pick up the personal.
That's Dennis figured it's going to foul him.
Fouls as Dave Colescott is at the line. Colescott hits it. Colescott gets his first point of this evening. He's a 71% shooter from the free throw line. 1 out of 2. Rebound basket. Give that to Joe Neal. Joe Neal picks up his second basket of the afternoon, and it's now 13-9. Second basket of the evening, I should say. Goins to Goins. Marion played excellent defense, I thought, in this afternoon's game. And we had a tendency to say that Jeffersonville was very methodic as Schaus hits from the corner. They were methodic because they had so much difficulty getting it in against the Marion zone. 15-9. Schaus' first 2 points. Here's Bragg. Dennis Goins on the rebound. Gets it to brother Dennis. Steve Goddard, number 14. Once again off the bench for Larry Angle. He replaced Neville Cullum in the Lions lineup. Rick Goins on the right side. Back to Rick. Baseline, Goddard. That kid can really shoot. It's 17-9 Rushville with 2:23 to go first period. This is Colescott. Gets it to Neal. Turnaround jumper. It's in there. Joe Neal, who had only 5 points in this afternoon session, already has 6. He's averaging 13 on the year. It's 17-11. 6-point lead for the Lions. This is Goddard. Joe Neal working on Goddard. Freshwater comes out top of the key to pick up Dennis Goins. Schaus. Baseline, Goddard, jumper. He's got it. Goddard now with 4 points.
I just can't believe him. 2 shots, 2 baskets.
Well, Larry Angle's got something going with the kid because he says if he starts him, it might louse up his shooting.
Rushville has hit their last 4 times.
Colescott cranks one in. 3 points now for Colescott, 19-13 with 1:35 to go first period. Championship game, Rick Goins unleashes one, and he's got it. 6 points now for Rick, 21-13.
That's 5 shots in a row by Rushville.
I believe they have their shooting eye back after a miserable first quarter against East Chicago, Washington. Here comes Rushville moving right to left. They're in the white uniforms. Shooting 52% from the field on the year. Here's Schaus. That's 6 in a row. 4 for Schaus. I don't know if we mentioned it or not, but in a winning game this afternoon when they came back from 21 down, Rushville shot only 32%.
6 in a row now.
Colescott, high off the glass, won't go. Good rebound basket. I should say good rebound, but no basket. 48 seconds to go, first period. 23-13, Rushville by 10. Goddard, somebody got a hand at him. I believe it was Bragg. It was Jeff Bragg.
From the field.
Here's Rick Goins. What's that, 7 times? 7 in a row from the field. 8 points now for Rick Goins. 7 in a row from the field. The lead is 12. 28 seconds to go, first period. Bragg to Freshwater. Tuffy Jackson picks up his second field goal. It's 25-15. 16 seconds to go. Larry Engel up off the bench. He's standing right to our left, to the left of our broadcast booth. He wants one more shot. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4. Rick Goins puts it up from long range. It won't go. Schaus with the rebound. It won't go down either. And Schaus, I believe, has picked up a personal. It is called against Schaus. Jackson can cut that. Jackson now with 5 points. 6'1" senior. Had 8 points in this afternoon's game. He's averaging 7 on the year. In and out, won't go. Rebound to Rick Goins. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rushville 25, Marion 16. We'll be back after these words from Indiana Bell.
Brad Miley jumping for Rushville. Neal for Marion. Colescott goes in, drops it. Dave Colescott has 5 points now. Marion pulls within 7. They were down by 12. So they picked up, no way to do but just call a foul on that one. One's at the line. 1-on-1 situation. He picks it up. Good. 26-18. Rushville, team that's never won this title before, up by 8, by 9. First quarter, Rushville hit 69% from the field. Think of that. 11 out of 16. Free throws, 3 out of 5. Bragg in there. Jeff Bragg of the Marion Giants, a second field goal, and it's now 27-20. Marion shot 44%. Not bad, of course, but not good enough when Rushville shoots 69%. Right in front, Miley is there. A little bit off to the left. A little bit off to the left there. Freshwater has it. Dennis Goins trying to get it away from him. Colescott fires. Colescott scores. And here come the Marion Giants. And there's going to be a timeout called by Rushville. As the 12-point lead they had the first quarter has dwindled to 5. Rushville Lions. A team that had 69% the first quarter, and despite that, lead by only 5 points. We're in the second quarter of this, the championship game. 66th annual. Dennis Goins, the freshman, holds the ball high over his head. Now back to Schaus, who's pulled out from the corner, his usual spot. Goddard to Rick Goins. Interception. A turnover. Only the second of the game for the Lions. It could be costly. Here comes Colescott, their team leader. Tremendous player from the corner. Good! Dave Colescott, his 4th field goal. And the Giants come roaring back, down by 12. They're now down by only 3. Rick Goins sets it up beautifully. Miley out of bounds. Rushville missed a tremendous opportunity then. And now if Marion scores a field goal here, they could pull within 1. Colescott brings it down. Marion won it last year, coached by Bill Green. He lost all of his starters, save Colescott, number 21, the guard. Yet here they are back again. From the corner, it is no good by Neal. Rebound, Miley. Rushville still leads by 3. Goddard. Miley. Rick Goins. Goddard, corner, 15-footer, in and out. A beautiful tip by Brad Miley. A sensational tip. He timed that perfectly. Rushville goes up by 5 now. 5:45 to go, second quarter. In the corner. This is Bragg. Bragg scores his 3rd field goal. Marion trails by only 3 now. 29-26. Dennis Goins, the freshman, brother of Rick Goins, the guard and senior. Schaus will try a 20-footer. Could be, it is. Myron Schaus from out. His third field goal. 6 points for him. Bringing it down is Freshwater. And the lead goes to Rushville by 5 now. Ball is intercepted, then taken right away by Dennis, from Dennis, and then Dennis gets it back, and he is fouled by Freshwater.
It might become apparent as the game goes on, as Goins goes to the line. Let's see what he does right here.
Spins out. Tuffy Jackson rebounds.
Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Here goes Cole Scott. Not there. Tuffy. Not there. Rick Goins is fouled by Tuffy Jackson. That's his third foul, so he's in trouble. Title 50 years ago. One of the famous players of that team will be here. Rick Goins scoring. That's Stretch Murphy, an All-American at Purdue. He is here. He is at the game. Russ Freeland will have him on Instacam at halftime. Good again. Rick Goins hits a pair. And it is now with 4:48 to go. First half, 26-33. Short shot, no good. Out of bounds. Marion. Rick Goins now has a total of 10 points. First Rushville player into double figures. Neal gives it to Freshwater. Cole Scott. There from the corner is Bragg. Hits a lot of iron and a foul over the shoulder. And a lad who just went into the game, Raymond Meyer, at the line. 1 out of 1, his record there. He is short. Schaus has it. Schaus drops it. Picked up by Cole Scott. Cole Scott is the son of the athletic director at Marion, Jack Cole Scott. From out, it is good. Cole Scott with an unerring accuracy here of his, hits from way out. And a foul on Myron Schaus underneath. Reporting play-by-play of the second quarter. Cole Scott making it a 3-point play. 33-29. Rushville in command all the way. But each time that lead begins to bulge and fatten, here comes Marion again. Goddard way short this time, but Brad Miley is there. Hey, that's 11 points for him now. Brad Miley, the sensation of the tournament for the Rushville Lions. Cole Scott to Bragg, way out, short. Goddard rebounds. Up court, here's going to be an easy 3-on-0 fast break. Rick Goins gets it. 3 men down, nobody back. And it is now 37-29. Up by 6 is Rushville. Freshwater. There goes Cole Scott, 20-footer. Little bit off. Right in front, Myers. He scores. Raymond Myers, his first field goal. Rushville leads by 6. 37-31. Every time Rushville comes up with a couple of quick ones or a big margin, all of a sudden, Marion goes to work again. So we've got a fine contest. This will be Goddard, number 14, led the team in scoring as a substitute this afternoon with 18 fat points. There he is, bad pass. Schaus, or rather Cullum, a little bit wide on that pass to Goddard, and it's a turnover. Now into the ball game. Brian Easley, number 32. He started all of the games this year until they lost to Jeffersonville. And then after that, the freshman Dennis Goins started. Easley, tremendous ball player. Carlton Hayes goes in, number 31 for the Marion Giants. Hayes is in. Freshwater to Cole Scott to the corner. Neal is open. Neal scores. 8 points for Neal. Rushville leads 37-33. 3 minutes to go. First half of the championship game. Dennis Goins goes all the way and foul on the pass.
64% from the free throw line.
Missing that. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Now to Cole Scott. Tremendous guard. Tremendous offensive guard. Hayes from out. No good. Brad Miley rebounds. Up court it goes to Rick Goins. Rick will pop from the corner. It is short. A foul. Let's see what's called on. And that is on number 14, Goddard. Over the shoulder that time.
Foul on Rushville's number 14, Steve Goddard.
Rushville 37. Marion 33. Games they could never remember a team being that far behind and still winning. Myers hits the front end of a 1-and-1. He has 3 points. 37-34. Here come the Giants clawing, scratching, fighting their way back. Good again. Rushville's lead trimmed to 2 now. And we have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. First half, Rick Goins. Brad Miley, Dennis Goins. A foul on the way in. Number 25. That's Freshwater, his third.
The foul on number 25 for Marion.
That puts Dennis Goins at the line. He missed the front end of a 1-and-1 a moment ago. Rushville leading 37-35. Rushville never been in the title game before. Marion has won this title twice. Last year they won it. Good.
Substitution for Marion.
Rushville lead goes to 3. Number 23 comes in, Jess Allenbaugh, who was on the tournament team last year.
That might be excuse me, Tom. That might be a pretty good indication that Bill Green said before the game he thought his team was a little bit tired. He's substituting a little bit more freely now than he did this afternoon.
The lead goes to 4. It's Dennis Goins. Hits 2 in a row. Here comes Cole Scott. Up court now. The lad who just went in. Allenbaugh. Jump ball.
Rushville has gone to the pressure. It's a man-man. It's a trapping, almost a zone trap defense now they've gone to try to slow down Marion's offense.
Allenbaugh and Easley. Rushville will jump. And there is high jumping Neal. Oop! Did the splits. No basket. Most looked like the floor is a little slippery down there. Come up and wipe up a spot there. So perhaps it is. And has moved to a forward spot. Rushville leads by 4. Time running out. First half. Rick Goins in there. His 5th field goal of the game. 14 big points for Rick. Rushville lead is now 6. But every time they begin to fatten that lead, the Giants come on. Cole Scott rolls a pass, on over, then back to Cole Scott. 20-footer from the side. Not there. And there is going to be a foul called. Dennis Goins, number 30. Here's Cole Scott. First of 2, he hit it. Cole Scott's pouring into points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 now. Got it. 14. 41-37. Rushville by 4. Minute 45 to go. First half. Title game. Market Square Arena. Ball not touched.
I was wondering when you were going to get that in.
Well, he was right here. I thought of it, you know. Goddard on over to Easley. Easley, number 32. Goddard, 15-footer. A little bit short, and there is a foul. Number 31. And that foul is Carlton Hayes. That's his second, a 14-point average. That's in the final round of 16, while we keep using the figure the last 3 games. Missing that one. He's a 75% free throw shooter, but that last one won't help his average any. Got that one. So Goddard, in relief now, has 5 points, 18 this afternoon. We have a minute 20 to go, first half, and Rushville leads by 5, 42-37. Cole Scott fires a pass to Hayes. He doesn't get it, but there he is, number 31, Carlton Hayes, for the rebound. That's good. 42-39. Marion staying tight with him. That's Goddard. Corner, Rick Goins. 20-footer is good. Rick Goins scores. Field goal number 6 for the fabulous All-Stater, Rick Goins. Following is Hayes, but he got the pass off. Good by Neal. Neal's having a hot game. That's 10 points for him. His scoring pace was slow the last 3 games. Tonight, it's working. Still a 3-point edge, 44-41. Beautiful play there. It's good. That was a pass easily to Rick Goins. All Rick had to do was drop it in. Allenbaugh to Cole Scott. Back to Allenbaugh. Allenbaugh, number 23, drives the lane. Lays it up. He is going to get credit for the basket. Was fouled by Rick Goins. Rushville led by 12 first quarter. Now the lead is 2. Allenbaugh scores. And the Lions lead by only 2. They've led all the way. And every time they build a bulge, Marion whittles it. They've got to hurry a shot anyway. Rick Goins fires. It is short. Waiting for the buzzer, and there it is. As Cole Scott, he almost hit a 50-footer, maybe 60, maybe 70-foot. But anyway, Rushville leaves the floor with a 2-point edge, and the score at the end of the first half is Rushville 46, Marion 44.
46-44, Rushville with a 2-point lead. Tip control to Rushville, Myron Schaus. The Lions will move from left to right on your screen this half. Goins in a little bit of trouble. He was double-teamed. Gets it to brother Dennis. High off the glass. Won't go. Jeff Bragg clears it out of there. Bragg dumps it off to Freshwater. Marion with a chance to tie this game. It would be the first tie in the game. Freshwater shot is short off the iron. Rebound. Neal. He's got it. Joe Neal with his 12th point. That is now 18 points out of the 2 forwards. As we mentioned, they got only 11 out of those 2 in the afternoon game. We're tied with 7:28 to go, third period. Rick Goins' shot is way off the mark, and Neal brings down the board. Freshwater quickly left side to Bragg. Bragg in the lane, puts it up. He's got it. Marion has its first lead in the game at 7 minutes, 11 seconds of the third quarter. Marion. The Miley having a third quarter, third game frog in my throat. We'll get that taken care of. This is Cole Scott with Freshwater. I could use some of that Freshwater. There's Bragg with a bucket. Bragg now with 10 points. It's 50-48 Marion.
Marion has hit their last 3 shots. They missed one to start the second half, and now have hit 3 in a row. That's the reason they're in front.
Miley moved out now, way out onto the high post. Here's Goddard for Dennis Goins. Goddard from way out. Rebound, Rick Goins won't go. Even if it goes, we've got a foul inside on Jeff Bragg.
Tournament play, he has been really coming through the last 2 weeks.
Schaus gets a nice reverse layup pass into Goddard, and that had to be the worst-looking rebound basket I've ever seen, but it went in. We're tied again at 50, 5:59 to go. Goddard now has 7 points. Baseline to Neal. Schaus working on him. Neal's shot is up. It's good. We're tied again. No, we're not either. 52-50 Marion. My voice and my mind are going at the same time. This is Miley way out on the high post. Gets it to Rick Goins. Miley, turnaround jumper, working against Tuffy Jackson, and Jackson picks up the personal. This with 5 points, 4 personal fouls, as Miley drops the first one. 14 points now for Miley. He's got a chance to tie it. He does. We're tied at 52 with 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Freshwater brings it right side. Myers. Ray Myers.
That is 5 in a row for the Marion Giants, third quarter.
And Myers is off the bench with 6 points for the Giants. Goins. Schaus works it into Miley, back out to Schaus. 54-52. Goins ties it up. Rick Goins. That's 20 points now for Rick Goins as Rushville goes to the full court pressure. Bragg back quickly on offense, gets the basket. And Bragg now has 12 points. So does Joe Neal. 24 points out of the forwards now for Marion.
And that is 6 in a row, and they're not coming from Cole Scott, their leading scorer. It's the other boys who are doing it for Marion.
We've got a 3-second violation now called against the Lions, so the turnover gives the ball back to Marion. We show 4:38 on the scoreboard clock. 56-54. They were down by 2 at the half, 46-44. Here's Cole Scott from 18. Won't go down. Rebound. We've got a pushing foul inside. I think Bragg picked it up for Marion.
Has come from that accurate shooting arm of Dave Colescott, their leading scorer.
4:20 to go, third period. We'll have a jump ball. The 5-second rule has been invoked by one official. I believe the other official called a traveling violation. Now they're going to get together and jump it up. Bill Green up off the bench. One of the officials called a traveling violation. The other called a jump ball. The official closest to the play was the one who called the jump ball, so that's what they'll do. Cole Scott controls the tip to Freshwater. 56-54, Marion. Trying to repeat. Freshwater to Bragg. Here's Cole Scott from 15. Miley with another defensive rebound. Quick outlet to Schaus. 3-on-1. And Jeff Bragg picks up the personal. In the season, he had 7 in the game this afternoon against East Chicago, Washington. Schaus now with 7 points. The Marion lead is 1. Will not go down and cleared out of there, and doing a heck of a job on the boards tonight is Joe Neal.
He's something else when he wants to go up in the air.
He's the fellow that Bill Green told us he was sick, said the kid's got the flu. Don't know whether he'll be able to play or not. Well, Joe's got 12 points and an equal number of rebounds now. We've got a jump ball. Cole Scott will jump it up against Goins. Cole Scott at 6 feet, Goins at 6'5". Now we'll give Cole Scott 6'1". 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Controlled by Jeff Bragg of Marion. Marion in the blue, Rushville in the white uniforms. This is Dave Colescott. Nearly taken away by Schaus. Colescott obtains possession, gets it out high, top of the key to Freshwater. Taken away by Dennis Goins. The freshman drives the lane, won't go down, he missed it. Taken out of there by Ray Myers. Marion did a good job defensively that time, getting back down the floor on the breakaway, and I believe Colescott caught an elbow in the lip, and now we've got another timeout. Tom?
He did down at the other end of the floor a while ago.
Jeff Bragg from the corner. 14 points now for Bragg, 58-55. The Marion lead is 3 with 2:43 to go. Easley to Schaus. Trying to get it inside to Miley, taken away by Bragg. Good defensive play. And just like the afternoon session, Marion's defense really has come alive in the second half. Cole Scott deep in the baseline air ball. And we've got a whole tangle underneath. And I believe Goddard, they're pointing at Goddard. He's going to pick up the personal.
This boy Bragg just drew his 4th foul. But the thing I'd like to comment about to his...
He's really pointing at Goddard, saying, you're going to be the guy shooting the free throws. Bragg is out of the lineup now with the personal foul situation, and in for him is number 31, Carlton Hayes, a junior. Hayes got 2 points in the first half in relief. Here's Goddard again. He gets both ends. Marion's lead cut to 1, 58-57, 2:24 to go, third quarter. Colescott works the left side now. He's the point guard in that Marion offense. Freshwater. Easily working on Freshwater. Here's Colescott. Gets it baseline deep. Hayes chipped out of bounds by Goddard. So Marion retains possession with 2:11 showing on the clock. Everything a championship game is supposed to be. Tied all the way. 58-57. Marion's Giants. In the dark blue uniforms. Fire. Hayes' shot won't go down. Rebound. Goddard. We've got a whistle just prior to Goddard pulling down the rebound. Let's see who picks up the personal. Freshwater. James Freshwater will pick up the personal foul. Allenbaugh now at the scorer's table. He'll check back in for percent from the free throw line on the year. Easily gets his first point, and we're tied again, this time at 58 with 2 minutes even showing on the clock.
His first point, incidentally, in the last 4 tournament games.
He gets both ends, and Rushville has the lead again. 59-58, 1:58 to go, third quarter. Colescott, Allenbaugh. Allenbaugh on the right side. Colescott will jump it. He's got it. Colescott, great pure shooter, picks up his 16th point of the game. He had 14. That's his first scoring of the second half. And went nearly 5.5 minutes before he got that. "21 points now for Rick Goins, and we're tied again at 60 this time. Rushville by 1. Freshwater, who just left the game, won the semi-state for Marion with a last-second shot in overtime. But he's on the bench right now, and Colescott goes to work. Gets it inside. Great move inside. Joe Neal, really in heavy traffic, got good position. Give the assist to Colescott. 62-61, Marion by 1, 1:18 to go, third quarter. Miley, the jumper from 12, he cans it. 63-62 Rushville. Kicked out of bounds by Marion, so Rushville retains possession. Carlton Hayes now with 4 points. The lead changes hands again. 64-63 with 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Rushville led it by 2 at the end of the half. Nobody can break this one open. Lead seesawing. Baseline, they had Goddard. Goddard in good position, couldn't hang on to it. The turnover gives the ball back to Marion with 44 seconds showing on the clock, third quarter. Colescott will bring it up left side across the timeline. Looks to Allenbaugh, gets it to him on the right side. Easley picks him up. Easley now moves over to pick up Colescott. Goddard moves in defensively as they start to double team out high post. Allenbaugh back to Colescott. 27 seconds to go, third quarter. Allenbaugh. Colescott. Once again, double team. Marion's passing much sharper. Their movement much better offensively than it was this afternoon against Jeffersonville. This is Joe Neal. They want that last shot. 7 seconds. 5. Allenbaugh goes inside. Hayes' shot won't go down. We've got a whistle inside with only 1 second showing on the clock. The same thing that happened to end the first half. Foul situation with 1 second to go. Steve Goddard picked up that personal foul, so going to the line, Marion with a 1-point lead.
I tell you, the Marion bench is a big factor in this giant lead at the moment.
He gets both ends, so Hayes converts both. Let's see what happens. 1 second. Schaus will let go with a baseball pass. That's the end of the third quarter, and the score, Marion 66, Rushville 63. We'll be right back after these words from Indiana Bell.
Against Brad Miley of Rushville. Miley controls it, goes to Schaus. Rushville down by 3. That's the biggest lead of Marion in this game. It's never gone beyond 3. Rick Goins trying to whittle, and he does! Rick Goins as Rushville going after their very first state title in history, trailed by only 1. A pass intercepted. Miley. Miley saw that coming, stepped in and got it. Rushville crowd going wild. Dennis Goins to Rick, 20-footer, good! And all of a sudden, Rushville goes back into the lead as Marion lost that 3-point edge into 2 quick basket by the Lions. Myers to Colescott. It could be. It is. It is. And a foul on Rick Goins. Basket count. Colescott put the Giants back into the lead. And what a hectic, frantic fourth quarter we're involved. Up to line. 4-point second half. Make it 5. A 3-point play. And at 69-67, it's Marion in front by 2. That's Dennis Goins, the freshman of the brother combination. Schaus underneath to Miley. Far side. There's Dennis. Whistle. Too long in the lane. That's it. Good possession. The last time in basketball history in the state that a team has won 2 years in a row was the Indianapolis Christmas Addicts team. The years 1956 and 66, 20 years ago. Will history repeat tonight? Marion won it last year. Cole Scott, he missed it. Rebound, Brad Miley of Rushville. Up court to Dennis Goins. A one-on-one. Dennis, good movement, but blew the shot. Rebound, Carlton Hayes comes off with it. Again, good play from the reserves there. It is good. A beautiful pass. Cole Scott to Joe Neal. And Rushville's Lions are in trouble. They call timeout as Marion takes a 4-point lead. Their biggest lead of the game. Marion, a 4-point lead. Rushville has called theirs for 11:30 at the gym. We haven't heard the official word from Marion, but by golly, if they, under Coach Bill Green, win 2 in a row, a foul. Carlton Hayes.
Foul on number 31 of Marion, Carlton Hayes, his third.
Here he going. Missed it. Allen ball. Over the mark. Hayes. He missed it. A foul, yes. On Marion.
Personal foul on number 43, Raymond Myers, his third. Substitution for Marion, coming back into the lineup, number 33, Jeff Bragg.
Bragg, who was a sensation in the third quarter, back in. That foul was on Myers. Freshwater back in. At the line, Rick Goins. 71-67. The Marion Giants out in front. 1-1 by Rick. Missed another one. Marion in control right now. Here is Freshwater firing. Freshwater missing. A tip, not there. And Miley comes off with it for the Lions, coached by Larry Angle. Up court to Dennis Goins. Dennis steps. And it'll be Marion possession. Rushville, in an overtime with Richmond a week ago today, was down by 5 points with 44 seconds to go, and they won it by 3, so they won't give up. Here is Cole Scott, the sensation, from the corner. He missed it. Rick Goins goes high for the rebound. A bad pass intercepted by Cole Scott. Drives, lays it up, no good. Schaus rebound. Shovels it off to Rick Goins. To Dennis. Oh, a pass a mile high. And Rushville losing their composure a little bit as Coach Larry Angle decides to call time.
Rushville.
5:32 to go. The score has remained the same for a while now, 71-67.
Oh, Russ, this is my 26th, and I've never seen it. I've never had a day like this. It's just been a fantastic day. Both games this afternoon were super games. The first game was a miraculous game, and this game tonight, guys, only knows what's going to happen.
I think you're right, and let's see what happens, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Let's go back to courtside.
Returning to courtside, Tom Carnegie along with Craig Roberts, going down to the final 5.5 minutes of play now. 66th annual championship game. That's Neal. What a hot one he has. Not there. Rebound to Marion. Freshwater. Corner. Bragg. Cole Scott. Freshwater over to Bragg. Bragg playing with 4 fouls against him. Freshwater makes the drive down to the left of the lane to Bragg. Bragg got a hot hand the third quarter as Cole Scott didn't toss it up there. The other members of that team really came through, including Bragg and Neal, Myers, Carlton Hayes. Some of the reserves really pitching in that third quarter. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Moving the ball around as they protect a 4-point lead, 71-67. And if Coach Bill Green wins this one, it'll be his greatest coaching success, I assure you. Formerly coached in Indianapolis at Cathedral High School and went to Washington. Rushville fans wanted a foul, but it obviously wasn't. There's a foul by Goddard. Steve Goddard draws his third foul.
Foul number 14, Steve Goddard, his third. Team foul number 4.
Out of bounds, right in front of us. Indiana Bell, your host. Marion's Colescott has it. Dennis Goins. Hawking Colescott from the corner. That's right. He scores. Colescott, a 6-point lead. Another bad pass. Too high. As Rushville is making errors one after another. And this is the biggest lead for Marion of the game at 6 points. 73-67. Freshwater, the shot blocked by Rick Goins. Dennis, number 30, has it. Rushville's got some ground to make up. Rick Goins drives, lays it up, no good. Out on the floor of foul. Let's get the call from the official. Marks. Total of 4 points. He got that one. Now, Rushville trails by 5. Rushville trails still by 5. Neal dropped the ball, picked up by Allenbaugh of the Giants, and a foul is on Dennis Goins. Marion's Giants overlooked in the final polls among the state's top teams this year, despite the fact they were defending state champ. Continue to be a miracle. Just being here is. Allenbaugh got it. Allenbaugh now with a total of 4 points in relief. Hardly played this afternoon. I don't believe played at all. Here's the bonus. Not there. Rebound, Rick Goins. 74-68. Marion by 6. 3:20 to go in the title game. Rick Goins fires way off. Rebound, Myers. Out of bounds. Out of bounds, Rushville. Schaus will throw it in. Schaus has yet to score from the field, incidentally, in the second half. Deep pass to Rick Goins. Allenbaugh covers him. He couldn't get a shot away. Goddard will. Spins in and out. Brad Miley had the rebound, lost to the Colescott. Here comes Neal. He scores. Neal on a fast break. 20 points now for Neal. And a terrific performance. Here is Goddard. Not there. Myers rebound. Marion leads by 8 points. That's the biggest lead of the game. The Giants, the champions a year ago, trying to make it 2 in a row. And they have an 8-point lead. Colescott, ball stolen by Dennis Goins. He took it right away from him. Dennis can't get rid of it. Better hurry. A bad pass into Rick. And it's taken by Jeff Bragg, a lad who has been all over the floor this second half. When he's been in there, he's been saddled with 4 fouls. He had a third quarter. He led that Marion County third quarter charge. Bragg did, number 33. Now we've seen surprise after surprise after surprise all through this tournament. One by one, the rated teams going down. We saw it this afternoon. East Chicago, Washington, number 1 in the state in the polls, get ripped easily by Rushville. Neal drops the ball out of bounds. A turnover. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Rushville calls time. The score here with 2 minutes to go in the title game. Marion 76, Rushville 60. Into Rick. Out of bounds. He started to go up with that ball, knocked out of his hands. Now we just got to remember that Rushville in an overtime was down by 5 and won by 3 last week. Schaus got it. That's his 4th field goal, first of the second half. And it's 76-70. Marion by 6 now. Colescott, who was absolutely terrific, Mr. Everything, goes to the head of the lane with the ball. Back to Allenbaugh. Marion's going to pass it around and try to force the Lions into following him. Jackson to Allenbaugh is fouled by Goddard. That's Goddard's 4th foul.
The official just ruled also that was an intentional foul, so it'll be a 2-shot foul for Allenbaugh. 1:23 to go. 76-70, and Allenbaugh goes to the line with 2 shots, the intentional foul by Goddard.
Allenbaugh has been cool up there. He's hit 2 out of 2. 2 shots coming here. for the reserve on the championship team last year, and he scores. Can the Marion Giants do it 2 years in a row? Unbelievable. It's almost impossible, but here they are, leading 77-70. He got it. It has not been done in 20 long years. Before that, Muncie Central did it under 2 different coaches. There it is, Goddard. He scores. He got it. But now, his 11th point of the game. But Marion has a big bulge with a minute to go. 78-72. Cole Scott. And it's a foul underneath against Rick Goen. Number 51, Jackson, will go to the line. Scored 5 points the first half. 2 critical shots for the Giants of Marion here and now. He missed the first. Too hard, too long. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go. Marion up by 6 points. In the first half, Rushville led by 12. Missing it again. Rebound, Rick Goen. So Jackson misses 2. 1 minute to go. Title game. Marion in the dark uniform. Schaus firing. No good. There goes Miley. Up. He rolls it in. Brad Miley. Miley with his 3rd field goal. The second half reduces the lead now. 78-74. A 4-point lead for Marion. 38 seconds to go. Foul on Rick Goins. Well, he fouled a tough customer, and Dave Cole Scott. He's Mr. Accuracy in the shooting department. Rick Goins with his 4th foul. The score, Marion 78, Rushville 74. A 4-point lead for Marion with Cole Scott out the line. He scores. Oh, what a big point for the Giants. He has hit every foul shot tonight. 35 seconds to go, and it's all over. There it is. That could have wrapped it up for the Giants. Coached by the fabulous Bill Green. Now, Dennis Goins fires quickly. Got it. Drills one from way out. 20 feet out, his second field goal of the game. 80-76. Marion. 22 seconds to go. Marion by 4. Marion by 4. Palming the ball out of bounds, Rushville. Looking at the clock. 18 seconds to go on that turnover. Cole Scott on the turnover. 18 seconds to go. Now they call timeout. One rated team after another getting knocked off. Muncie Central's Bearcats won 2 in a row under Art Beckner and Jay McCurry in 1951 and 52. And then it was Crispus Attucks of Indianapolis, coached by Ray Crow, with the great Oscar Robertson leading the way, that won it in 55 and 56. Marion under Bill Green won it last year. Marion under Bill Green has a big chance to repeat. Dennis Goins going to have to hurry a shot away. Good step, yes. Dragged the pivot foot. Marion has the ball with 15 seconds to go.
Rushville has really committed some incredible turnovers in the 4th quarter that has really hurt them badly.
Yep. 14 in this game turnovers for Rushville, and that's not like them. Well, obviously they were coming into the game a little bit the favorite, and Marion has just put it to them in this second half. 6 seconds from victory of the Giants, and there is going to be a foul call. And the scoreboard shows 5 seconds from victory. There's a foul. And that is a foul on Goins. That was Dennis Goins on the foul. Marion will call a timeout with 5 seconds to go. Marion has all but wrapped it up. 1-1. He missed it. First time he's missed tonight, but there he is, firing up the rebound, and he got it, and it's going to be all over. There's the buzzer. And the 1976 state tournament goes to the Giants of Marion, coached by Bill Green. The Marion Giants win it, 82-76. And Bedlam breaks loose on the fieldhouse floor. A tremendous victory by the Marion Giants.
Very good attitude about it. They came as far as you can come without winning it. They did a heck of a job. Larry Angle did a heck of a job, but so did Marion's Giants.
Well, the final score is 82-76, Marion. And we'll be back with the final wrap-up and ceremonies after these words from Indiana Bell. They finished the year with a record of 26-2. William Moorhead is presenting the runner-up rings now. Larry Angle and the Rushville Lions have every right to be proud. They have never had a team in the state finals before. I know these lads have tears in their eyes, but they have done a fantastic job. They hit 28 out of 50 in the championship game, right? 28 out of 50, and that's 56% shooting, and still lost. And the Marion Giants threw up 33 field goals. They had 15 more shots, hit 50% from the field, and outscored Rushville from the field. More shots, even though they didn't hit as well, and that's what brought it to them. There you see Coach Larry Angle hugging his great All-Stater, Rick Goins, and the Rushville Lions deserve the tribute they're getting from their fans right now.